Good morning, everyone. So, what you're going to be doing in English today is planning ready for retelling the story tomorrow. So, just like we do normally in class, we'd spend the Thursday planning the story and then the Friday writing it. But today it's on a Tuesday. So, you're going to be planning your retell of the catch. On Purple Mash, this is what it'll look like. So I've separated the story into 6 different sections. So we've got the first part where he's waiting to see if he'll catch a fish. The second part where the boy sees the fox. Third part where the fox steals the fish. Then them seeing the giant fish, them trying to catch the giant fish, and then catching the giant fish. So on Purple Mash, this is what it'll look like. And you'll be writing in the little text boxes at the bottom, answering the questions that I'm going to go through now. So the more information that you put in, the more it will help you when you're actually retelling the story and writing it into the different paragraphs. So the first scene then, where the boy is waiting in anticipation for the first catch. I want you to think about where he is. So can you describe his surroundings? Think about the different colours. What do you think the weather's like? Think about the clothes that he's wearing. So use those to really describe those things. What is actually going on? What is the boy doing? Why is he doing this? Is he fishing for his tea? Is he fishing for enjoyment? Why do you think he's doing that? And how do you think the boy is feeling at this point too? How does he look? He's sort of slumped, isn't he, on his leg. Do you think he looks happy? Or do you think he looks quite sad? If you think he looks quite sad, why do you think this is? Okay, so be thinking about those different questions and including these when you are planning your retell of the story. Then we move on to the second scene then. So this is distress caused by seeing the fox. So think about the setting, think about the different colours being used, think about the expressions on the faces, because you can get some really lovely descriptive language in here. What is actually happening to the fox in this scene? Why is he tied up? Who do you think's tied him up? Do you think he's just got caught? Or does it look like someone's done that to him? How do you think the fox is feeling? So as I said before, look at his facial expression. I don't think that's a happy fox at the minute. Why do you think this is? How's the boy feeling? Look at how the boy is looking at the fox. Is he laughing? Does he think it's funny? Or is he quite shocked? What do you think the boy does about it? What is the boy going to do about it? Is he going to set him free? Is he going to sit there and laugh at him? So think about all these different parts in the story. So like on last week, for those of you that were in the class, we looked at the different emotions, didn't we, that the boy and the fox feel throughout the story, because it changes quite a lot in this story. So think about that at different points. Then we move on to the boy's anger at the fox stealing the fish. What does the fox do and why does he do this? Why do you think the fox steals that fish? Does he do it just to be mean to the boy? Does he do it because he's really hungry and he needs it? Or is there a different reason you think he does it for? How does this make the boy feel? And what does the boy do about it? So the boy chases the fox, doesn't he? So at this point, you could really use similes and metaphors to describe the way that the fox is moving and the way that the boy is moving. So again, getting that descriptive language in there will help you when you're actually retelling the story, writing in paragraphs. The more information and description you get in your planning, the easier you'll find it to rewrite your story. Okay, so again, think about the different emotions that the fox is feeling, the different emotions that the boy is feeling at this point, and why they are feeling like that. Then we move on to the point where they see the giant fish. So where has this giant fish come from? Do you think the fox has led the boy here on purpose? Sort of thought, oh, I'll make him chase me and we'll get to the giant fish together. Or do you think they're both equally as shocked? Why has it appeared? Why is it in the sky? What is the significance of that fish being there? How do you think the boy feels when he sees the giant fish? Because he's just lost his little fish, hasn't he, to the fox who ran off with it and stole it. How do you think the fox is feeling too at this point? And again, think about all the different colours, think about the scenery, how can you describe that fish? Can you use an expanded noun phrase, simile, metaphor? Try and include as many descriptive points as you can. And then we come to this part where they're trying to catch the giant fish. So why are they trying to catch it? How are they moving? How are they feeling? If you look at how they're sat quite close together. If they were still at the point where they didn't really like each other, would they be sat that close? What do you think the relationship is like between these two at the moment? And then the last part is the catch, isn't it? How do they catch it? If they use a fishing line, if they caught it with their hands. So describe the moment that they do actually catch it. How do you think they are feeling now they've caught this? Are they feeling really good? Are they feeling quite sad? What do you think? So again, look at the facial expressions that are on the boy and the fox. And again, how has the relationship now changed between the boy and the fox? Are they best of friends? Are they beginning to respect each other a little bit more? And then think about the part at the end where the fox sort of disappears, doesn't he? He sort of disintegrates into the air. Is there a significance behind that? Why do you think he's disappearing? Why have the creators of the video decided to make the fox disappear? What are they trying to tell us? And how do you think the boy is feeling at this point? So he's sort of just become quite close, hasn't he, to the fox? They've become to like each other a little bit more. And then all of a sudden he disappears. So you could use maybe some personification in here, some emotive language. There are lots of descriptive points that you could use in this part of planning, which again will help you to retell your story tomorrow. Okay? We'll look at again just at what you'll see on Purple Mash. So you can be answering these questions in the text boxes. It's up to you how you plan it. You could do it in bullet points, you could do it in notes, or you could do it in sentences, okay? To help you with actually retelling the story, I always find that it works best to do lots of bullet points, because then when you're writing the story, that's when you can add lots more information and really make it descriptive and thinking about all the different emotions. So if you bullet point this, and then when you're retelling it and writing it, you can add a lot more information there. I also think it'll be handy as well for you to go through and think of any really good descriptive language that you could put in there. So any really good similes, metaphors, expanded noun phrases, you could just bullet point those as well in the boxes. And then when you come to looking at your planning, when retelling your story, you've got it there in front of you to remind you and to help you. Okay? Right, so I want you to have a go at this then on Purple Mash. It'll be labelled Tuesday the 13th of July, the storyboard. Okay, so have a go at that for me, and then this will really help you with retelling the story. And I can't wait to see all of your wonderful plans. Okay, have a lovely rest of the day too, and I'll see you tomorrow.